coming with me? Yeah? We'll go together. We'll go together. My first job for today is going to be something that I've been sort of putting off a little bit. Well, I've been actually really waiting for the foliage properly to die down so I can see the branch work. And I'm hoping that today is the day to do it while the sun is still trying to break through from the clouds, because everything is really wet. So the branches and the foliage that's there and has died down, it's all very mushy and soggy. So I was hoping for a drier weather than that, but really the jobs are just stacking up a little bit too quickly at the moment. So I just have to start from somewhere. Every weekend I have to do something, at least a little bit. And this job here, which is prepping, because it's not going to be complete removal yet, but it's going to be prepping to relocate these Clematis montana that really last year I left it go well out of hand because I didn't relocate it in time, and I let the new shoots that were coming out and growing, the new vines, ramble everywhere where they wanted to, and now they're really suffocating all the surrounding plantings. So this is the first job I want to tackle straight away and get a little bit of clarity around this space. So this was a little bit of a muddy ordeal because of that, all that decaying material was still on the branches, so I have it now all over my clothes. And then the vines were really tangled up amongst the material, which I was sort of expecting. And yeah, there was quite a bit to pull off the plants as well, especially off the roses. And I was nearly expecting to see a bird's nest amongst the plants as well, which I didn't, and that's I'm really happy with. But the vines, yeah, they had spread so far. They had even covered all the lavender under the windows here, on the window boxes. And then overall the weight of it, it had definitely bent over quite a bit of plants that are starting to sort of regrow and obviously blocking all the light to the lower level plants as well. So I'm really happy that I got at least the vines now cut back. Now what happens to all that material now though, plus how I'm going to proceed digging out the clematis, I'm not going to worry about that today. And obviously this kind of clematis, you wouldn't naturally cut that back at all. You'd maybe do a light trim right after the flowering season is over, because it is the early flowering clematis, so Clematis montana. But obviously as I'm needing to relocate it, it needs to come out, and all that branch work is well in my way for that. So that's why I needed to get out, and this year it is coming out from here and finding a new home. I'll give you one more. The rest of jam one. Oh. Now this metal planter here, and this is mostly carrots and few parsnips in it as well. If there's one job that I want to do today, from the start all the way to the end, is to clear this one out, because there's so many carrots in there that are really good, but also some that have split, some that are rotting away. So I want to clear up that planter and take up even any of the parsnips that are in it. So fully clear it up and empty it. And because it will need eventually a lot more fresh compost be brought in here, because the level has dropped quite a lot. And yeah, just overall, because I want to get this one empty, because I still have the second one exactly the same, and that's nothing has been harvested out of the second planter yet. As this one I have been taking out quite a lot of carrots. So carrots are really good growers in those beds for me, and I want to get this one done at least today. It's quite easy to see that this end has way nicer carrots than that end, but overall I'm going to clear them or clean them up straight away. That I'm going to cut off anything that is unnecessary and it's not feasible for human consumption, and yeah, just get it clean. Oh, they're beautiful, they are just gorgeous. I was so ready to give up on it halfway because that is a lot of carrots. There's some parsnips here as well, but this is all perfect carrots, or at least bits of perfect carrots. And this is the biggest one I got. Look at the size of it. Once the bucket started to fill up, it was very tempting to just stop at that point, but I had promised myself I'm going to empty that planter. And there's way too much carrot here in one go, so there's still a lot of cleaning to do obviously with them, and process it somehow as well, try to figure out what to do with all of it. But I was just, I suppose, assuming that there's going to be way more to write off. No, there's still, the whole wheelbarrow is full of either the gone over carrots or anything that was damaged by slugs, and there was even in the one of the parsnips there was some kind of a big maggot in it. So there's no weeds, it's purely just the offcuts of carrots and parsnips that's filling a wheelbarrow. So there's a lot in there. And obviously, as I said, I've still a second full bed where I haven't harvested anything yet, which we'd have to clear before March arrives really. So there isn't that much time left when you think about it. So we definitely have had an abundance of carrots, and this is heavy. Yes, Lily, how'd you get out? just as I'm in a little bit of a harvest mode at the moment. And I've also seen that the hens have been scratching here and pecking at one of the occas. I'll actually do my very first oca and mashua harvest. Especially, I'm just thinking about mashua as well, that when you cook it, it will have this kind of aniseedy flavour. And carrots and aniseed, or this kind of fennel flavours, will go together really well. So I'm hoping that sort of mixing those flavours up a little bit will make my carrot, that mega carrot harvest, a little bit easier to figure out what to do with it. But what I'm seeing now, yes, the hens have been pecking in this corner, but I'm seeing wine weevil grubs in here. So maybe that's why the hens were scratching around in these corners. And that's not a great sign. I didn't think wine weevils will bother with likes of oca now. But these are wine weevil grubs. That's not a great sign at all, at all. A lot of the oca tubers have been munched on. That is not a great sign at all. Because I do not want the wine weevil infestation the way I had a couple of years ago. There are at least nice pockets of oca tubers here. Now there's a lot that have been nibbled by something. I'm not sure if it's all the wine weevil grub's job or not. I assume it's slugs as well, because there's quite big chunks gone from them. I'll leave them in the bed. There's more. But that's so far all the oca. Like that whole planter is full of them. But mashua is closer to this wall. Just pull this out of the way. So all the pink and white ones so far have been oca. And mashua now is starting to come through from here. So this pink stuff is still all oca. But this is mashua. So it's much bigger tuber. If I take even the biggest of oca next to it, this is mashua, a little bit more knobbly. Now there's a lot of oca in here, but I want to get to mashua. And there should be plenty of mashua in here as well. But oca is just in my way. Oh, it's so muddy. Right, Lily, just because you're the only one that's around here at the moment. You get the grubs. Did you get them all? Yeah, you did. Was it tasty? It's good that it's tasty for you, because I don't want to find them. Yeah, good girl. Yeah, definitely all gone. All gone. one.